a common program that holds so many people back from living their potential in this lifetime and cripples so many mentally, emotionally, and spiritually is the fear of making mistakes, the fear of failure. And this particular program was instilled in many of us through corporate religion that says you're born in sin. The innate being of who you are is shameful. You were made to miss the mark. And it's also instilled in the linear thinking of the Rockefeller education system, linear left brain thinking that rewards a certain type of intelligence but doesn't acknowledge other types of intelligences, or maybe even through your parents. Parents who had certain expectations and unhealed wounds of their own instilled this fear of making mistakes in you. And what this fear of making mistakes creates, it creates a person who is fundamentally dishonest. It creates a person who's afraid to show up with all of who they are in the world, so they compensate through people pleasing, through hiding their mistakes because we all fucking make them, through overcompensating in different ways in their external identity to hide that they make a mistake, because they believe that making mistakes makes you fundamentally defective as a human being. Making mistakes means there's something wrong with you on the core level, as opposed to just looking at a mistake as information, as something that is here to show you when you're off course in an intention of yours or something that's asked of you, and nothing more. And this fear is so damaging, it's so crippling. It makes it impossible to be more and to be someone who's living an authentic version of themselves, as someone who feels whole, complete. Because so much of their existence is going to be fear of something that's inevitable. But if you look at great creators, great entrepreneurs, people who brought great things into the world, people who have shattered paradigms of this world, if you look at biographies of these people, you'll see a common theme. And that common theme is not perfection. The common theme is quite the opposite. It's that they made many mistakes. They had many failures. They had many attempts at bringing a vision in that didn't work. But they didn't let these failures define who they are. They used every failure, every mistake as information to recalibrate, to realign, to modify one little thing that needed to change. And every mistake created a stronger person, a more resilient person, a more honest person, at least in terms of their vision. And it refined that thing that was wanting to come through them all along. And when you look at life with the belief that what's meant for you can't be denied, and the people who are meant for you, who are meant to be in your soul tribe and your heart, they're going to be with you regardless of how bad you fuck up, regardless of your mistakes. And you know that what's meant to come through is going to happen as long as you keep going, and as long as you stay engaged in your process. This opens up tremendous freedom. This breaks that fear of making mistakes. And ultimately, when you identify that who you are at your core is a creative being, you're someone who came here to take that spark of God and experience life and create something beautiful, contribute to something beautiful. When you look at that as who you're meant to be, and you look at mistakes as some uncomfortable bumps in the road, that changes everything. Opens up how you can use a mistake. You take a mistake as an opportunity for growth, opportunity to feel some pain, feel some shame, because you need to feel the pain and shame of a mistake to learn from it. But you feel it, and then you ask, what's this here to teach me? You let the emotions pass and ask, what is this here to teach me? And when you get that inspiration that comes from something bigger, you apply it. You don't make the same mistake again, and you step forward courageously, knowing your next mistake is going to make you stronger, make you more. And that's what we're called to be. We're called to be more of who we are, not less. We're not called to shrink, not called to be frauds. We're called to be more of who we truly are. So if this resonates, stay tuned. I got more. I'm Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. I'll see you on the other side.